Hi, my name is Sandra Rogers, and I am the gray cat avatar that you see in front of you. And I've made friends with this dog, and we're sitting in front of a chapel. The fun thing about Second Life is you can say things like "Open Sesame." All right. So I'm going to take you on a little screencast tour of Second Life, and I'm in the Milkwood Riders Colony and Showcase. So let's change the view here so I can see where I'm going. Alright, so my cat would go exploring. Alright, now this bird has a fish, and the cat might want to try to take it away from the bird. Just like cats sometimes do, they act sly before they actually go for something. This cat can also play with its food, or with the bird. Alright, and then the cat would go off to take a nap. Then you want to get up close so you can gauge the viewer with the image. Alright, I'm going to stop now and then we'll go into Camtasia 2 for editing. This area right here is the storyboard, and then below here you see the timeline. So this here is called the playhead, and basically you can move it around to find a location as well as right here. At the beginning we would want to add a title slide, so let's get an annotation. And now here are the colors, you can change them. So basically you're going to grab it and slide it over in front and then drag it to the shape of there we go. Alright, and then you click on the font. Let's call this basic screencasting. And then what we can do to make it exciting is you can bring in another annotation, as they say, and add it over here. And this is, you could change, of course, change the size. And this is for Camtasia. This is your annotations. You'll see them in the timeline here. Let's see what the properties are. Alright, so now we have our, like a rich text editor that you could develop. Let's say, for example, white on yellow is not a strong enough color contrast, so let's have the font be black on yellow. And the same for white on orange. And you can move this, the alignment here. You can see the alignment, it's trying to center it, so I want it over to the left, and I want it in the top of the corner. And that will give us more space for the bottom. And then this one we can move over to the corner. And I want this to be bold. You know, for some reason they put bold over here under text. I know to find that easily there. Alright, and then you want to file and save. Now right now I have it as Camtasia Studio for Mac, and this is a .cmproj, so that you know that when you're looking for these, it's saving it as a Camtasia Studio project. Sometimes you hear people say the Camproj as the file extension. Now you have just created a title slide, and you can do the same to create at the end your credit slide to give credit to whoever performed, the actors, the musicians, etc. So now we have, as I said down here in the timeline, you can move this to the end. You'll see right at 5, it's about that title slide. Generally when you add the annotations, they're about 5 seconds. But your video may have started, so you need to move this video over so that it's at the beginning here. Alright? Now, another thing that we would want to add to the title slide is some transitions. You want it to transition in and out. I like to have it fade. Let's click on transitions here and fade in, fade out. And so again, what you do is you drag it and drop it here, and that will make the transition, because you want them both to to fade in and out. Otherwise, you'll end up with an image like this where it's still there. It hasn't faded out. Alright, so this must mean that I need to move this over just a little bit. And get to the, right here at the ending of the slide, then we'll make sure that then we can make this line up so that you don't have that where the annotation is on top of your video. So the next thing that we would do is add some music. So File, Import Media, and I'm going to go to my music. This body move, I got this music from jamendo.com, which will allow you to download music if you set up an account, and they have lots of free background music, as well as fee-based. So we have, now we're going to have another audio track, and so I'm going to bring this down right here, and you can see that it's a long track, and we just move it over. We do not need that long music unless you want to have the background the whole time. So just a little intro music, so I can see that I only need this amount. And I was going to show you that you can increase the size here, and this will expand the timeline so that you can see how to do this. And we see that we only need this 5 seconds of music, and you bring, first you would lock these other items, so you don't want to remove them. You don't want to. You select it, and you can see that it's highlighted in blue. Like if I selected this, this would be in blue. But you highlight here in blue, and then you hit the Control, move it over to the area where you would like to splice it, and you go for Edit. Then you would split the selection at the playhead. Now that makes it easy if you want to keep this section, but on the right hand side just select Delete and it will remove it. And then since you've done that, you want to make sure, of course, to save at all times. So I'm going to save. Alright, for this last section I wanted to show you how to edit the video. It's the simplest task, and basically you find an area that you would like to remove, like perhaps I found this section where the saving, where you have the blue progress bar going across. So you would just go select it with the playhead. First you would, on a Mac, you hold the Shift key and then the trackpad button, and then you slide this over to highlight the area that you would like to remove. Now again, if there's some audio, maybe you wouldn't want to remove that part, so let's hear what we would be removing. Okay, so I am saying something here. And so to unselect it, you just click off of the space in the black background. And then, okay, let's select another area. So Shift, trackpad button, and then slide this over. Alright, let's play it before we edit that. Okay, that was a silent area. We can remove that easily. So we go to Edit, Ripple Cut, and it will cut it out. Alright, now when you're finished, as I have, you would want to add an annotation at the end to give the credits. And again, just drag that over to fit the screen and give your credits. Now to save time, I'm not going to walk you through that part right now since you already know how to do that. So you would, I was just going to show you the last bit. To share your product with others is to export. And this is how you'll get your MP4. And then you would export it. And mine is saying, I already have one, so I don't want to do it yet. I'm not ready, but that should be it, so I'll cancel out. Alright, thank you very much, and good luck with your machinima. Bye-bye.